Okay, so here we're going to be building our maze solver assembly. We've got all the parts we need here and in here in these kind of part studios. And then we have our maze right here. So the first thing we're going to do in our assembly is we're going to add in all of our parts. So we want the maze, we want the base, bottom servo mount, these two gimbal parts, the maze attachment, the two servos, the two servo horns, and then the top servo mount as well. Okay, and then we're going to take all this stuff, we're just going to move it to the side. Alright, and the first thing we'll do is we're going to do a fasten mate, and we're going to grab this part right here and fasten the center of it to the origin. Okay, and now we want to grab this bottom piece right here. So we have two brackets for attaching servos. Okay, and so one of these goes on the bottom, and one of these goes on the top. So we're going to take this bottom one, and we're going to attach a servo to it. So we're going to fasten mate, and we're going to do that center face right there, and then I'm going to grab the face of this servo right there. Oop. There you go, like that. Let's see if we did it right. So let's rotate it. Looks like I got the wrong face, so I'm going to deselect this one and choose that one. And then we'll flip it and rotate it. And there we go. Looks like we got it. Now you can also see there's kind of a weird like offset there. So when I do that fasten mate, I gotta add a little bit of offset in that X direction. I did 0.5. Oh, that was the wrong way though. Make it negative. A little more. Say 0.75. Okay, that looks pretty good. Don't need to be perfect, but we just want to make it look right. Okay, and so that's there. So now I want to attach this piece to the base. Okay, and so it kind of like slides into that center spot. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do another fasten mate. We're going to choose the bottom of that, and we'll center it on that face right there, just like that. And then we're going to say solve. Alright, and I don't know if it needs to face that way or the other way. I don't think it matters, so we can just set it like that. And now the next thing we need to do is we need to grab one of these parts right here. Grab this one. Okay, and we're going to do a fasten mate with this piece right here. So I'm going to go fasten mate. Let's go with the center of this circle right here. So hold down that shift key and grab that. And then on this face, I'm going to do the same thing. Hover on this face, hold shift at that point right there. And that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And so now, what I need to do is, I'm going to hide this one for a second. And I'm going to do a revolute mate between that point right there and this point right there. I'm going to flip the direction and rotate it twice. So it's facing up. Let's make this visible again. And we're going to click solve. And there we go. And so now you got this piece that kind of rotates on that axis. And then we can animate it if we want. Okay. If we want to set some starting and ending values, maybe we'll set this to be 90, this to be negative 90. Not quite, but anyway, we've got it there. Okay, and now we want to do the next one. So we're going to come over to here, and we're going to do another fasten mate between this other gimbal. We're going to select on this face, hold down Shift, grab that one. Oh, let me get it in. And then on this one, hold down Shift, grab that middle one. It's in the right spot. Click that check mark. We're going to do a fasten mate between the servo and this thing. So I got the face right this time. I'm going to rotate it. There you go. Remember, if you got the wrong face, you can stop it and switch again. We'll add an offset again. 0.75 in the negative direction. Nope. Go the other way this time. Okay, that looks good. And now we're going to add that revolute mate. Actually, let's do this. Let's do a fasten mate first. So we're going to go fasten mate from this one, the middle there, to the middle of here, like that. And then you can rotate if you need to. We want it to be at across like that. Okay. And so now we're going to come up here and attach the other servo. And so we're going to grab this guy and do the revolute mate. We're going to grab the inside of this face, and then we're going to grab the top of this nub here. Okay. And looks like I got to switch the direction. So flip the primary axis. There you go. Let's click solve. And that's pretty good. We want it to go the other way. So this is at the top though. So we're going to reorient twice. Click solve. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. Next thing we want to do is add a fasten mate between this right here, the top of that, and the bottom of this. Okay, and so when we build it, you're going to glue that together. Okay, and then finally, we'll do one more fasten mate from this hole right there to the inside of that one right there where the nub is. So we want those to line up. Looks like we gotta flip it. Like that. Okay, so we got it all lined up. And now we're gonna press solve. And there we have our maze assembly. Okay. And we can kind of come into these revolute mates and we can set bounds on them, limits. So maybe set this to be like 15. 15. Like, probably this would be negative 15 maybe. Nope, doesn't like that. Okay. And then we'll come back to this other one and set a similar limit there. You could go less than 15 if you want. And so now, it's not going to let me drag it, but you can try animating it. Animate. Instances may be constrained. Alright, well, it doesn't like that, so maybe we went too far. Let's set it to be 30. Alright, so I'm going to undo those constraints because they seem to have broken it. For those limits. Okay, now I got it. Turn that way. Turn that way. Okay, and so we're going to have screws, 2 screws attaching right here. kind of a bolt going through there, a small screw right here and right there, a small screw right here and right there, and then we're going to have just like a larger screw here just to hold it in place.